Assalamu alaikum. Today we're gonna be talking about how to save your edges. I can't give y'all the whole recipe in one video, so it's gonna have to be multiple parts. If y'all want it, I definitely plan on doing a hijabi hair care video on my YouTube. So y'all stay tuned for that, cause it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 tips. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all what works for me. I have type 4 here. I don't got 3C. I don't got none of that. I got 4A, B, and C. My hair is coarse. I gotta wrestle with my hair sometimes. So if you're like me, this is for you. My first most important, some of y'all not gonna like this, a satin scarf. But most importantly, do not leave your edges out. Don't leave your edges out. Now, I say this because, one, satin protects our hair, and it also helps to keep the moisture in our hair, right? Now, when you leave your edges out, you brush them down. One, you're manipulating your edges. Over manipulation of your hair is going to cause it to thin, it's going to cause it to break, it's going to cause it to shed. Also, when you put your hijab behind your edges, all of that is causing friction, and that is another way to get alopecia. You could get traction alopecia as well if your thing is tied too tight or your hair is braided too tight. So if you wear braids, make sure they're not braided too tight. Don't leave your edges out, and cover with a satin scarf. Satin scarf is gonna save you. Granted, we have to oil our hair, and that stuff might leak through, but with the satin scarf, you're putting a barrier between the hijab and your hair. Friction breaks your hair off, whether it's the hair on your head or your edges, whatever you want to call it. Cool. On to my next point. Moisturize weekly. You have to moisturize your hair. When your hair gets dry, it's more prone to breakage. Moisturize. We make wudu every day, 5 times a day, if we're doing it right. That is not moisturizing. That's adding water. Water is always good, but water could also be bad. So that's gonna be another video. Moisturizing. Say you make wudu, end of the night, you put like a hair cream. You have to put something to keep that moisture in, or your hair's just gonna snap and break. And this goes for your edges too. The edges is where our hijab is sitting. So y'all can't see, okay, right now I got a satin scarf under my hijab. My hijab is on my forehead. I got a pretty big forehead. It's none of your business, right? But my scarf goes past my edges. It goes past my edges, and then my hijab goes on top of that. When I moisturize my hair, I make sure I put cream on my edges. I don't play. I get down. I literally go like this and make sure that it's cream, because at the end of the day, that's where our hair, the edges, and then your kitchen is taking the most. It's taking the most damage. Everything in between, alright, cool. But here in the kitchen in the back is taking crazy damage. Make sure that is moisturized. With moisturization comes the oiling, which is my 3rd tip. It's gonna be my final tip for the video, but oil your scalp. Now, I don't know if everybody's natural or not, but for me, I've been making Ayurvedic oils since I was 15. That's a while back now. Not too far back, but that's a while back now, right? So I make my own oils. I actually plan on starting to sell my hair oil. I've been told I need to sell my hair oil. So that's another thing. But I make Ayurvedic oils. I don't buy store-bought oils really, because you don't know what's in it. And then they be filling it with like, what is that? Soy, whatever it is, oil. It don't even be the oil. Anyways, I make an herbal oil for my hair and my scalp. I probably oil my hair every 2 to 3 days. Every 2 to 3 days. I'm an oil fiend, but it starts getting through your hijab, and I understand how annoying that could be. But with moisturizing, using the oil to seal in that moisture, and then putting a satin scarf on top of that, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And that's it for Saving Your Edges Class 1. Inshallah, I'll be back with another one. But those are my top 3. Like, those are seriously my top 3. Other things I do, I like henna stuff. I'm gonna get into that in the next video, inshallah. But I hope this helps somebody. And assalamu alaikum. These are the basics.